All right, once again, it's DJ Gatsby, host of the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here with the producer for The Heart. That's an awesome title, my sister. I like the way that sounds. Her name is Nakia Smithers, and she's here to talk about her latest project, The Heart. All right, so Nakia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an author as well, and I'm also a spoken word artist. I produce the Heart series along with Iris Bolling, who's the executive producer and creator of the series. I also manage an R&B artist by the name of Dewan. So I've got a lot going on.
Dewan.
Yeah.
He's part of the cast.
Yes, he
Plays Turk. You are a busy woman, an author, and managing. Anyway, tell us a bit about how you came to produce The Heart. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, that was, you have to say, just a work of God. There's no other way to describe that. Iris and I have been interacting constantly since 2008. She's a really good friend of mine. And we had left Richmond, Virginia, and went to California for an literary event, and we just started discussing this project that she had been working on for 3 years, and I had been there in some of the parts when she was working on it at that time to adapt it to a movie. And while sitting in that hotel room, I said, well, what about a television show? Because her story is just so much to it. To try to take out different elements and put it into a 90-minute movie would almost be a disservice to the project. So from that night, we literally probably have not slept since. It's just been an ongoing movement trying to get this project done. We did everything that we could to try to give a true enactment of what it is that this story is about, what these characters are about, and what it is that the creator had in mind, what Iris wanted to see in these characters and the direction that they needed to go in. We did everything that we could to make that happen.
I was at the screening, and I did hear you speak a little bit about that, your relationship with her, and the trials and tribulations that you guys went through in order to get the project off the ground. What do you want to say to the cast and everybody behind the scenes that worked with you on this project?
Good job. I mean, honestly, this was something that, in order to be a part of this project, you had to be a believer. You had to understand that what we were going to do, so many had said we couldn't do. You can't film a 6-hour-long episode, 6 episodes of an hour in a week. You can't do it. You can't do this for this budget. You can't do this in the city. There were so many people that said you can't. So we had to get people that believed in what we were doing so that we could push it forward. And each one of those people made this happen in a way that we could not have done it without. Everyone was important. Every element, from people that volunteered, their services allowed us to film in their home, buildings that just allowed us to come in and set up shop, and people that came and didn't have a contract but came in to work just as hard as anyone that was a contracted actor or a staff member. These were people that came in and just gave their all. And then for the actors and actresses that were contracted on it, they were the character. We literally were calling them Brian and JD and Tracy and Ashley. That was their names during this filming process. So, to be able to take that on it is a heavy load to bear because we're asking much. And I said in our first cast meeting, if I ask you or if I push you too much, I'm sorry, but I mean to. That's the only way that I can see that we can get the excellence that we desire for. And they were up for the challenge, and they accepted it, and they did a great job in bringing it to fruition.
Yeah, well, again, I gotta say you guys did a wonderful job. The casting was marvelous. The writing is superb. Cinematography, directing, and most of all, the producing of the show is top notch. I look forward to hearing what the viewers have to say about it and watching more of it myself. I'd love to talk to you more, but under time constraints, we gotta keep it moving. You said you're in the DC area. If you're ever in the DC area, please contact me. I'd love to have you in studio to do a full interview about your life, your career, and how this project came about, and what you have planned for the future.
I'll be happy to come in and you can connect.
All right, so once again, it's Nakia Smithers, author, producer of the Heart television show. Make sure you guys watch it in the Richmond area on the CW. Was it February 15th? All right, it's DJ Gatsby, the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here with Aaron Wiggins, the star of the hit TV series. I can say that right. The Heart.
That sounds good.
How you doing, my brother?
Doing good, doing good.
All right. Your character is J.D. Harrison. All right, before we get into that, man, tell people a little quickly about yourself and who you are.
Yeah, sure. So, again, my name is Aaron Wiggins, 32-year-old husband, father, lover of the craft. And, I live Baltimore, Maryland right now. And so I got this wonderful opportunity to work on The Heart with all the other cast that you all are probably going to get a chance to meet. Written by Iris Bolling. We started this project in 2010, but this has just been one of several projects that have been underway since I really got started with acting around 2009. So all this is still relatively in the making. It's been a beautiful ride. It's just a blessing.
I know you got to go. You guys got another event after this. We're going to go party somewhere and celebrate the screening. Tell us a little bit about the character JD, and what do you draw upon to get that character? Because the character's deep. I saw one scene. For one show, he's quiet, he's intense, he's driven. Tell us a bit how you draw upon that character.
Yeah, JD actually has a lot of parallels with who I am. I tend to have a lot of energy. I'm excitable, but I'm a goofy guy, I feel. And so what I do is try to just take that side of me that brings about that energy for love and life, just having fun, and put it where JD needs it appropriately. So he's a little bit more emotional in his reactions in regards to his handlings with his girlfriend Tracy, dealing with his mother, dealing with his friends, his co-workers. He transfers that energy into being a little bit more direct and stern when he needs to. His focus towards his work, his seriousness towards serving his community, and what he does professionally. So I get a chance to kind of take that more fun side that I feel like I possess, and then bring that out in those serious moments with JD.
Yeah, again, I saw the screening. I loved it. There's a few scenes that kind of jumped out at me. I'm not going to get into those. I kind of talked to them with the other cast members. Again, you said you live in the Baltimore area. I filmed my TV show in La Plata.
Okay.
And you promised to come down and do a full interview on my TV show.
I will do that.
That's the only reason why you're getting off short right here, because you got a couple more guys, man.
Listen, you give me a good date, I'll put it in, and we'll make it happen.
All right, so I want to apologize to the viewers who are going to see this, because they're going to say, hey, why did you just cut JD so short? And he's a central character, the main character of the film. So ladies, please, watch the talk show with DJ Gatsby, Kitty Jones. You'll see more of JD. And you tell them a little bit about the show before you wrap it up.
Right, sure. So The Heart is based around the main character, J.D. Harrison, and his love interest, who he's actually known for years, but he's got a good group of friends, positive group of friends who support him in the growth of his career. Ultimately, he's just trying to continue to climb and grow in his career, but he comes across different snags revolving around drama with his past and women in his past, dealing with different political constraints that keep him where he is, or just trying to get past some of the opposition that he has to face in the world of just law, politics. And then there's an element of crime and fighting crime and gangs and things of that nature. So he's one who's actually trying to help rebuild the community, but facing the real life woes of just being a guy out here working. Friends and family, and death and drama. It's going to be great.
All right, now I couldn't help but noticing the ladies in the audience as they saw the screen.
Yeah.
So you're coming off as a sex symbol. You're coming off as charismatic, young professional. What do you want to say to all the ladies that's going to be in love with?
Oh man.
It's not
if that's fair, then I think that if you guys are into me, I said the cast. These are some sharp brothers and some beautiful women on the cast. So I think everybody's going to be highly pleased, highly entertained by what they see.
All right, that's Aaron Wiggins, the star of The Heart. His character is J.D. Harrison. My man, thanks so much for taking the time out. Don't forget, talk show with DJ Gatsby, College of Southern Maryland, studio.
La Plata.
On camera.
Let's go.
Thanks a lot, J.D. All right, with the talk show with DJ Gatsby, and we have, I'll call you one of the stars of the series. Her name is Morgan McCoy, and she plays the role of Tracy. Morgan, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for taking time out to chat with me. Tell us a bit about yourself. You know, where you're from, what do you do?
I'm from the Hampton Roads area in Virginia, and I live in Richmond now, though. But I'm an actress, an author, a motivational speaker, and a minister. And 3 years ago, I heard about The Heart and the book trailer, and I got a chance to meet Iris, my audition for the role of Tracy, and it was just an amazing opportunity, you know, just to even do the book trailer. I considered it an honor. And then she told me, you know, that if anything bigger happened with the project, that she would remember me. And honestly, in this industry, people say a lot of things. A lot of times they don't follow through. So I just feel incredibly honored that Iris is such a woman of her word and allowed me to be able to participate in this project, which is now a TV series. It's amazing.
Great show it is. I was at the screening, and I love the character you played.
Thank you.
I think you're a very talented actress, and you bring a lot to the role as Tracy. Now, Tracy seems kind of shy.
Yes.
What did you draw upon to develop this character?
That's a great question. Honestly, Tracy and I are a lot alike as far as I used to be shy when I was younger, a little bit of an introvert, and definitely a thinker, which is something that Tracy is as well. And so I really pulled from a lot of how I was as a child, how I was as a high schooler. There are also a couple of people that I know that I began to think about in reference to Tracy. And of course, as an actor, you're always researching other characters and trying to, you know, perfect that particular character until you get Tracy. And so I pulled from a lot of personal experiences, but also looked at some other things as well.
Okay. Now, I noticed very strong chemistry with you and the male lead character.
All right, Aaron Wiggins plays Jeffrey. Yes.
He plays Jeffrey.
Yes.
How is that chemistry on screen with you and him?
Well, you know, it's always great to be able to work with another professional actor. You know, be able to, you know, I know my role is Tracy and he knows his role is Jeffrey, and those two characters are madly in love. And so, being that he's an amazing actor, and I'm really trying to, you know, be able to perfect Tracy, we were just able to bring that on screen. And we, you know, we hope, we want it, whenever you're working on a project, you want to give it your all. And so we hope that people got the connection that those two characters had, you know. So by hearing you say that, that's a blessing, because that lets us know that we did our job well as actors. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you guys did a wonderful job. I don't want to keep you. I know you guys got a lot to do. It's a busy evening. Before you go, what do you want to say to the viewers and fans of Iris about The Heart television series?
Please continue to tell everyone about The Heart. We really need you guys to buzz about it. Please, if you're in the Richmond area, make sure you tune in every Saturday morning. Set your DVR 5 a.m. for The Heart. It'll be so worth it. And if you're not in Richmond, contact your local CW network and say, hey, can you get The Heart on there? And so please feel free to hit me up. My Facebook name is Morgan Avery McCoy. My Twitter name is Morgan A. McCoy. Would love to hear from you, and I just want to thank you, all of you fans who are fans of Iris, and just extending that family to me as well. So we really appreciate it. And please pursue your dreams, because I would have never thought that I would be here today, but God made it happen, and I'm just excited.
All right. Well, Morgan, thank you so much for taking time out
Thank
for this quick little interview. I wish you nothing but the best of luck and much success with your acting career as well in life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, it's DJ Gatsby, host of the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here with Mark Vincent, one of the stars of the TV show The Heart. His character is James Brooks. Mark, welcome. Listen, thanks for hanging around, man. And after all the interviews, you get a few minutes to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, tell people a little bit about who you are and what you do.
My name is Mark Vincent. I live in Columbia, Maryland, and I've been acting now for almost 3 years. And it's just been a really positive experience for me. I used to play professional basketball in Germany for 2 years, and then I ended up getting involved with acting because my brother encouraged me to do that, which is really interesting because I actually didn't meet him until I got back from Germany for the first time ever. And things just, they just connected that way. And I haven't looked back since.
Right, I love the character that you play in the TV show, James Brooks. Businessman.
Yeah, he's very methodical, very strategic in what he does. He thinks ahead. Very intelligent.
Yeah, he seems determined.
Yeah.
You pursuing a relationship. It seems like with one of the other characters, Tracy. What's your inspiration for that character? Because it's a smooth. You're the smoothest cat in the show right now. You're the smoothest cat. You got swagger. You got style. You know what I mean? You don't say much. You say what you need to say. And you're a businessman. Well, what's your inspiration drawing on that character?
Well, pretty much he's just the type of person that he doesn't act sporadically. He doesn't respond off of emotion. So he'll think before he does things. He weighs his options. So he'll take some of the principles that he would apply in business, but he puts it also into his personal life. He won't make a move unless it's calculated. And that's one of the things that I really like about him. But it's actually kind of close to who I am, so I didn't have to go too... No, I don't mean like that, but I didn't have to overextend too far with this character in terms of just trying to, take steps and, measure 10 times before you cut. Don't just start just doing things just to do them. If you're going to make a move, make sure it's the right move.
Now, I ask this question about everybody. How did you actually become a part of the project?
Oh, man. That's a true blessing. Aaron actually met me on the commercial that we did. We did a Washington Post commercial. And he saw me at the audition, and he had introduced himself to me then. Didn't say anything about the project at that point. They both ended up booking the commercial, and then on the day of shooting, I ended up seeing them, and that's when he told me about the opportunity to audition for The Heart. So I was like, okay, yeah, absolutely. Which was humbling for me because a lot of individuals in this business just don't do that. They don't try to go and help someone out of the goodness of their heart. They always have to have some sort of an angle that's there. Or someone could look and say, oh, well, that's competition. So, we had done House of Cards together, actually. And that was the first time that there was, that was the first time that he saw me. I actually didn't see him then at that point, but that's when he kind of had the idea when he saw me later. He didn't know I was a local actor. So it meant a lot to me that he reached out, and gave me the opportunity to audition for it. And once I got connected with the school, that was it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, man. You're actually playing a very key role, very strong male character in this piece. You mentioned House of Cards. I know one of the actors, Lamont. Get his name, Lamont. His name.
On the show? Or?
Yeah, House of Cards.
Oh no, Kevin Spacey?
No, not Kevin Spacey.
What are you talking about?
There's one of the brothers that's in the show. Anyway,
I know one guy, Herschel was on there.
I think it's Secret Service agent or something.
Okay.
Anyway, we got some more people we need to talk to. You said you live in Columbia, Maryland. Mm-hmm. All right. Can I get you to come down to La Plata, possibly to be on my TV show for an in-depth interview?
Yes.
It's right in Charles County. I don't know how far that is from Columbia.
Guaranteed it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I'd love you to come down and sit down and do an in-depth interview about very interested man in who you are, what you do, particularly in this series. And again, you guys, you and JD, role models, sex symbols. The ladies love you. You heard them screaming every time you guys hit the stage. No, it's true, man. And yeah, man, I know they love to hear more about you and see this TV show, man. We got some more people to talk to, man. What do you want to say to all the ladies that are out there that are drooling over you in this role?
Well, to the
Mr. Brooks,
to the entire audience, please take a look at the show. I think that it will connect with you. This is something that can connect with anybody, no matter what background they're from, ethnicity, beliefs, or anything. And that's kind of the thing that we're trying to, really reach with people. It's just that idea of how connected you are.
Yeah, it's a great show, man. I love the characters. Well written, well directed, and I see big things for the Heart series. So, Mark, thanks a lot for joining us, man. I look forward to talking to you in studio very, very soon.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Vincent, James Brooks from the TV show The Heart. All right, it's DJ Gatsby, host of the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here at the press junket, interviewing the cast from the TV show The Heart, based on a book by Iris Bolling, and we got Dewan in the building. He plays Turk.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Right. Tell us a bit about yourself, man, and for all your viewers.
Okay, well, I am Dewan. I'm an artist. Music is my first love.
Okay.
I do have an upcoming project coming out February 15th, titled King, on iTunes, Amazon. Was casted in The Heart. The first time came to the casting call, she saw Turk in me, and she just knew it was for me. And I never had any experience in it. I never had any experience in acting, so this was my first gig, and it turned out great.
Yeah, I love the swagger that you had, man, in that role. You was cool, calm, collected, very intense. You spoke on camera about the reasons why you did what you did in that first episode.
Right.
What did you draw upon to develop that character for Turk?
Man, well, what I did was, when it comes to Tracy, Turk, that's like the only soft spot he has. Turk, he's the man, really, to make it simple.
You mentioned Tracy. Tracy's your sister.
My sister, who is my sister.
Okay.
And I got into character because I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. So when it comes to my sister, I can kind of make that comparison because I'll do anything for my sister. And so that's how I kind of got into character as far as those particular scenes in the first episode.
Yeah. The emotion and brother-sister bond is very strong when you guys actually meet. I think the main character is a district attorney.
Right.
He brings Tracy to meet you. You guys haven't seen each other for 2 years?
2 years. Yeah.
I love that scene. One of the most powerful scenes in that first episode, man. Tell me a little bit about that scene. How you said that?
Man, it's a very powerful scene. Not alone just in the episode, but in the whole series, it's very powerful because I haven't seen her for 2 years.
Okay.
She doesn't know how I'm doing, like anything. And we meet on me going to jail. It's like, man, we haven't seen each other in a year, and now I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
So it's strong, man. Very strong.
Yeah, that was a very emotional part of that first show. Don't want to get too much into it. We want people to tune in and watch the show. So everybody down there in Richmond, the CW, make sure you watch it. Listen, I know you got to go, man. You performing tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you want to say to the viewers, fans of your music, and your acting about The Heart TV series?
Man, just stay tuned. Trust me, it's a lot more to come. The first episode was just a teaser to the season. It's really exciting. I've personally seen the footage of the episode. I know it's powerful stuff. You do not want to miss it. Make sure you tune in February 15th, 5 a.m. here in Richmond. Call CW in your area, wherever you are. Just call and request. You do not want to miss it.
All right. Listen, Dewan, thanks so much, man. Congratulations on your music and television career, man. I wish you know. All right, once again, it's DJ Gatsby, host of the talk show with DJ Gatsby, Kitty Jones. We're here with Richard Jackson, who, in the TV show The Heart, character's name is Brian Thompson.
That's right.
Tell us a bit about yourself, man, before we start talking about your character in the show.
Name is Richard Jackson. I'm a Richmond, Virginia native. Been acting for about 10 years now. Got hooked up with Iris Bolling early on back in 2010 when this was all just a book trailer. That was it, and I've kind of seen it all grow and develop to what it is today, and it's been one of the highlights of my career, so I'm really happy to be here.
Now, how did you get involved with the project? You said you've been acting for 10 years. How did you get involved with this particular project? You said you started with the trailer.
Right.
How'd you get involved?
It was if you're an actor on this side of town, there's certain websites you can check for audition notices or whatever.
Okay.
So I found a notice and sent in a little recorded piece to Iris, to watch when I auditioned for the character. And then we did another audition. It was an in-person audition with her. Morgan was there at the time. another young lady that's not part of the project, but she was there too. So we did an in-person reading, and that's when the most of the characters got locked down, and then Aaron came on right after that, because he knew Morgan kind of brought him into the mix. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a long time coming. Yeah.
Now, your character Brian Thompson, kind of laid back. You do a little laid back. I mean, JD is your co-worker.
Yeah, it's like, we go back like to college days, we're good friends, but now also work, just kind of watching us back,
Okay. Now, I saw the screen. Your character was a little intimidating. JD comes off, what is it, district attorney? Friendly, he explained things very well. You don't say much, but you seem very intimidating, man. Where do you, where does that character come from? Is it director? Is it how you read it?
It's part, just how I read, from when we did the book series, like when I read the first book, it's kind of how my character comes off, and then internally, I kind of drawn my experience as a big brother, because I got 4 sisters, so it's like, they bring little dudes around, and, sometimes I got to come off just a wife beater on, do-rag, maybe shake somebody up.
You're not law enforcement or anything.
No.
But you come off like a real cop in this. In this role, man.
I'm just, I got a protective nature to me.
Okay.
So I think that really kind of helps too. And I think Iris saw that, and that's when she, kind of saw me perfectly as Brian. So.
Okay. What can you tell us a little bit? What can you tell us about your character going forward? I saw the screening. I haven't read any of the books. Tell us a bit about that character. What does he do? What happens?
He really, he comes off initially, all you get is the hard exterior of Brian. You don't really get deep into Brian's backstory, what he's all about, until really the 5th book in the series. I saw the first episode. As the episodes go on, I kind of become a little bit more outspoken. I kind of, you'll see my relationship with certain other characters start to form and like materialize. In the early, it's 6 episodes in the season, so from episode 1 to episode 6, you start to get a better sense of, who I am. Not just necessarily, this kind of hardened, I carried a pistol, stay back 15 feet type of guy, but start to see that, underneath that, there's a person. Like I got emotions, stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I want to commend you on that role, man. You play it to the T, man. I told you this from seeing you on screen with the sunglasses on, man. You had that look, man.
Thank you.
You brought a lot to the role. Now, what else have you done? You said you've been in acting for a few years. Is there anything else we may have seen you in, or DVD someplace?
This is actually my first television project that's made it this far. I've done a lot of commercials, like there may be some miscellaneous commercials, a lot of print modeling, and a lot of industrials. That's where it'll be video that may be used within a corporation or like stuff like that. And there's a lot of that like within the Mid-Atlantic region. So really that that just takes up a lot of time. So it's been a lot of that, a lot of independent features. So yeah, I've been trying to keep busy, but this by far is
Listen, man, I love your work. I can't wait to see more of it. We got one more person I think I need to talk to, man. But congratulations on the part, man. I wish you guys nothing but the best. You got something quick to say to the viewers before we go, man.
You're gonna love it. Tune in, set your DVR, tell your mama, tell everybody. It's gonna be great.
All right. So my man Richard Jackson, look for him in the Hard Series. His character Brian Thompson. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, DJ Gatsby, to the talk show with DJ Gatsby. We're here with the director for the Heart television series, Mr. Davin Faulkner. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, first of all, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule, man, to come and talk to me.
Oh, no.
I really appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Right out the gate, man, tell the people a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I am Bronx native.
Bronx native?
Yeah.
All right, I'm from New York, man.
Yeah, where New York from?
Westchester, White Plains.
Oh,
Yonkers, I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't want to get off topic.
No.
All right, you got Bronx.
Cool.
In the house, and Keep going. I'm gonna cut you
Yeah,
off.
that's cool. Myself, I've been like in various areas of film for about 3 years now. Just like getting my foundation solidified and slowly building myself up. And I was fortunate enough to get brought on this project. It's a great experience.
Right now, you go to film school,
Yeah,
FIT. I mean,
I went to the Lehman College, so it's part of the CUNY system.
Oh, yeah,
And
city.
it's a city, yeah, multimedia studies. Multimedia studies with concentration in film production.
All right, man. So obviously, this is not your first project. Tell us a bit about some of the other things you've done to get you to this point.
Alright, mainly for this is the first project with this magnitude because it's 6 1-hour episodes, which is pretty intense, you know. And just in the span of time that we had. So this is the first project with this magnitude, but I've done some shorts before this, and I've worked in various capacities on different projects, mainly commercials. Commercials, and I've done some sound on other features.
Yeah. How did you get involved with the project? I mean, how did you how did you get the gig?
Actually, funny story. I actually know the screenwriter, Sierra. We're close friends, and she had told me about the project, and I was interested. I was interested in talking about it. Like, I haven't really been a reader of romance novels, but once I met Iris and talked to her about the project, just seeing her passion for it and just how invested in it she was, it was a no-brainer.
Okay, as a director, you need to be in touch with all of the characters. First of all, you need to be in touch, I'm assuming, with the vision of Iris and characters. What about the project itself helped you once you started filming?
I think one of the biggest helps on this project was having Iris herself as an available resource. Because Iris, she wasn't like a normal executive producer where they're not necessarily on set. Like, they just financed the project, and that's their main role. She was like producing. She was coaching the actors sometimes, because these are her characters. So it's not like she's somewhere far away and then giving feedback after she watches things. Like, she was right there, like in the mix. So setting up a shot, Iris would take time to talk. Because these are her characters, she created them, so she would work with them with that. So exactly.
These other directors on television that you admire their work.
Different things. I admired. He directed Justice. Once Upon a Time. Is that one-man production team. He wrote it, did the cinematography, like anybody in Spanish market at first, and just built a foundation on his other different things. Yeah, Sin City.
I'm gonna talk about two particular characters. The main characters, JD. Calm demeanor. Seems intense, but he does things in a subtle way. He's not over the top. He gets things done. Because after I saw the screening and the way he carried himself with his boss, I love the interaction he had with his boss once he did the deal with Trek, and he kind of flaunted it in the boss's face.
Yeah, he flaunted it, but he didn't really do it in a disrespectful way. Like you said, he's subtle, so he's letting the boss know. Here we're on an even playing field right now. I still respect you as my boss, but this is what it is. All the cards on the table. You know where I stand. I know where you stand.
Yeah, that scene when this boss comes in and says the Attorney General called me and this has tell me a bit how you set that scene up, because I like the way it did it. He stands up, he sits down, he leans his back. Tell me about that scene.
Yeah, Aaron is the actor that plays JD. Kind of goes through the motions. You kind of get to see a range of his emotions in that scene. And, even like physically setting it up, we kind of have to, because of the lens that we use. You kind of have to mark the movements. So if he's gonna move back, because he's doing a lot of moving, a lot of getting up. You gotta, it's called like rank and focus. To keep him in focus, you gotta adjust the focus on the lens. So all that's rehearsed. All his movements are rehearsed. So like when you see somebody moving on screen, every single movement that they make is rehearsed ahead of time. So even in that split second, like 3-4 seconds, it takes a good amount of rehearsal to track their movements and get them in focus.
Yeah. Another scene I want to talk about real quickly is when JD takes Tracy to meet Turtle in the park. Very intense scene, very emotional scene. Tell me a little bit of how that scene was set up. I love the camera work. You zoomed in, you zoomed out. You did some good. You did some very interesting directing at that particular scene.
Yeah, actually, we didn't use any zoom lenses for this. It was all prime lenses,
Okay.
so you can't even like zoom in and out. You have to get just closer to the subject and like further away, and you gotta move the focus as you get closer, further away. But like the way we set it up, when we went to Brian, because he is pretty intense at motion, and then went back. You know, seeing the further episodes, we a couple times, you know, like call him review.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like even with when we first met JD, and we're on JD as he walked into the frame. So I mean, a couple tricks on my sleeves.
Like I said, I do the public access stuff. That's why I could talk to you for days about what you're doing, man. You probably know where I'm coming from with that. I got some other people to talk to. I'm gonna keep in touch with you.
Oh, definitely, man.
Keep in touch with you. Listen, I really admire your work as a director, man. And then you're a Bronx dude at the same time. You know, I like your swagger. It translates into the project.
Thank you.
And you know, I got some more people to talk to. Listen, before you go, man, what do you want to say to the viewers, or people, the fans of your work about this particular project?
Just want to say, you know, the readers, the people watching at home.
All right, it's DJ Gatsby. We're still here, filming interviews with the cast from The Heart television series. We have Kelly Prado. Did I say that right?
Yes, you said it right.
Her character is Victoria Marullo. So, Kelly, tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Peru. And actually, I lived here in the Hampton Roads for 6 years. Right now, I'm living in the village. And I love acting. This is the thing that I love to do, and I'm so able to get it.
All right, so you're from Peru. And you love acting. How did you get involved in that?
It has been always part of me since I was little, but in my country didn't give me the chance to develop. But when I got here, I saw there was, I had opportunity to explore it hard. So in 2012, I feel like a lot of friends were telling me, yeah, you should explore it. Go ahead, take some classes of this and that. And actually, I got an agent, Luciana, and I was traveling to Philadelphia and doing some stuff. But I want to improve my skills. So I got in a doctor's place with Keith Lupin and Virginia Beach. So since then, a lot of doors has been opened to me, and I'm grateful for that. So.
Okay. Now, your character is Victoria Marullo. Now, I saw the screening for the first show. You're not in that show. Are you in that show? All right, take me back to the scene that you're in for the show.
I'm in a couple of scenes, and in the third, and the fourth, and of course in the wedding scene. Oh, I shouldn't say.
Okay. Oh, you were in the third and fourth show.
No,
Okay.
that's episode.
Oh, episodes. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your character gets introduced in the third show?
In the third episode.
In the third episode. Okay. All right, because I saw the first episode, and that's what I was saying. I didn't see you in there.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
not.
when you enter into the show, who are you? Are you a love interest or?
No,
you
I
an
am
employee?
I'm a news reporter, a Latino news reporter,
Okay.
and actually I have been raised with Miss Gonzalez, who her daughter brutally murdered
through this game who took advantage of her, and because so I got to interview JD and talk to him about this, and he already was doing the case about Cortez. So
Okay.
that's how I came along, and I want to tell you all the stuff.
You don't
that
want to give
happened.
away too much of
Yeah.
the show. I understand. All right, so you're a news
Basically.
reporter, and you come into the show
Representing the Latino area also.
as a news reporter who's interviewing JD in those scenes. All right, I can't wait to see that because very beautiful,
Thank you.
very talented, I see, and as a news reporter, I'm sure you bring a lot to that role. Now, how did you actually get this part? Did you have to audition for the part?
Yes,
or
I did.
You
I did.
auditioned for the part?
And I saw the part posted on Facebook and the BAP webpage.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, let me try it. So I drove all the way from Virginia to Richmond to audition. And that's how I made the first time to Nikki, Iris, and I fell in love with them. And they
Okay.
were very positive, and they straight up told me, hey, this is going to be like this and this and this. If you like it, and if we consider to hire you, and this is how it's going to be. So I love that they said it straight up how it's going to play things.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I would love to be part of this amazing idea that you guys have, this project. And if you consider me, great. And if not, I wish you the best, because
Sure.
it was an amazing. They were explaining me that they want to do these 6 episodes on a shorter time, so nobody believed on them. And I was like, to hear all this stuff they were telling me, I was like, oh my god, and they actually doing it. I was proud of them, you
Mhm.
know. And I thought I wish them the best. I didn't know if they're gonna pick me or not, but I expressed my ideas in the moment.
Yeah. Now you said you're from Peru. You're playing a Latino character. How do your family and friends feel about your success being a part of the TV show? Are they excited? Are they happy?
They're excited. They cannot wait until the DVD goes.
Okay.
And I even offered to Miss Iris if she considers, and maybe she was thinking, and that's gonna be a possibility. I was telling her that I can help her to traduce these DVDs to the Spanish
Okay.
version, and it will be a new
okay.
market.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because for example, I can traduce it for my family and tell them what they're saying, but it would be amazing if the DVD goes in Spanish.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they got all of that with the Spanish translations for Latino versions.
Not
Listen,
yet. They said not
No,
yet.
I mean I'm sure they have the technology to get it done.
Oh, yeah.
But sure, I didn't know they had a character like you, and I'm very excited about seeing you play that role. We're going to wrap up right now because you got to go. You have another event to attend. To your Latino friends or the Spanish-speaking viewers, you want to say something in Spanish to them about the show and encourage them to watch it?
Me encantaría decirles que el corazón, que es el programa que estamos haciendo, es maravilloso y que yo sé que ustedes tienen las ganas de saber más de esto. Quiero que ustedes se pongan atención porque va a pasar en el 15 de febrero a las 5 de la mañana y véanlo, van a ver que les va a fascinar. Y muchas gracias por su apoyo.
Wow, that's great. All right, we're going to wrap up. That's Kelly Prado. She plays Victoria Marullo, a television reporter. She comes on in the 3rd episode. Listen, thank you so much for taking time out to talk. I can't wait to see you in that 3rd episode. Congratulations, good luck, and
Thank you very
hope to
much.
see you again.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks.
bye-bye.